time management. It's one of those topics everyone seems to talk about. It's become a buzzword: be more productive. Manage your time better, but let me ask you this: how many of us genuinely feel like we have control over our time? Take a moment to really think about that. For most of us, the answer is no. And you know what? I get it. I've been there too. I remember a time years ago when I was just starting out, trying to build my career. I was juggling everything: work, family, friends, staying healthy, and trying to maintain some sort of balance. Every morning I'd wake up already feeling behind. You ever feel like that? Like the day hasn't even started, but somehow you're already losing? That was me. My to-do list was endless. But here's the kicker: I wasn't even getting anything meaningful done. I was busy, not productive. And trust me, there's a big difference between the two. One day, I hit my breaking point. I realized that something had to change. So I grabbed a notebook, just a plain, simple notebook, and wrote down everything I did in a single day. And I mean everything. From brushing my teeth to checking emails to mindlessly scrolling on my phone. What I discovered blew my mind. I was wasting hours, literal hours, on things that didn't matter. Social media, trivial tasks, saying yes to every little request that came my way. And yet, I had the nerve to complain, I don't have enough time. Sound familiar? That's when it hit me. The problem wasn't time, it was me. It's not about managing time, it's about managing yourself. Think about it, time isn't the issue. We all get the same 24 hours every single day. The real question is, how are you using those hours? So I made a decision. From that day forward, I promised myself I would focus on what truly mattered. And let me tell you that one decision changed everything. Here's what I started doing. 1. Start each day with a singular focus. Every morning, before doing anything else, I'd ask myself one powerful question. What's the most important thing I need to accomplish today? Not 5 things. Not 10. Just 1. Here's why: if you tackle one truly significant task each day, that's progress. And progress creates momentum. Momentum is a game changer. When you win your morning, you win your day. When you win your day, you start winning your week. And when you string enough wins together, you're winning at life. It all starts with that single, intentional decision each morning. 2. Learn the power of saying no. The second thing I did was learn how to say no. And let me tell you, for a lifelong people pleaser like me, that wasn't easy. But here's the thing: every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something that actually matters. Let that sink in for a second. Every yes is a trade-off. Now, whenever someone asks for my time or attention, I pause. I ask myself, is this worth it? Does this align with my goals or priorities? If the answer is no, I politely decline. And you wouldn't believe how freeing that is. Saying no gives you back your time. It creates space for what truly matters. 3. Schedule your priorities, don't prioritize your schedule. Most people let their calendars dictate their lives. Not me. I flipped the script. Instead of letting my schedule control me, I decided what was important first. Then, I blocked out time for those priorities. Non-negotiable. If it made it onto my calendar, it was happening. No excuses. And this wasn't just for work. I scheduled everything that mattered: workouts, family time, personal growth, even moments to rest and recharge. When you take control of your calendar like this, you don't just find time for your priorities, you make time. 4. Address the excuse of being too busy. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking: that all sounds great, but I'm too busy. I've got kids, a demanding job, bills to pay. I don't have time for all this planning. To that, I say exactly. That's why you need to manage your time. If you don't take control of your time, life will. And here's the harsh truth: life doesn't care about your priorities. It will fill your day with distractions, obligations, and noise. That's just how it works. 5. Get clear on your goals. Let me share one last story with you. A few years ago, I was mentoring a young guy, let's call him Mike. Mike was smart, hardworking, and full of potential. But he was always stressed, always running from one thing to the next. One day I asked him, Mike, what's your goal? What are you working toward? And you know what he said? I don't know. I just don't want to fall behind. Think about that. He didn't even have a clear goal, he was just trying to keep up. So I gave him some advice: you can't manage your time if you don't know what you're managing it for. Get clear on your goals. What do you want? What's your vision? Mike took that advice to heart. He went home, got crystal clear on his goals, and started planning his days around them. Fast forward a year, and Mike wasn't just keeping up, he was ahead. Clarity, focus, discipline. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what matters. It's about saying no to the things that don't align with your priorities and fiercely protecting the things that do. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, take a step back. Pause. Breathe. Ask yourself what's truly important here. Then go do it. Forget the rest. You've got one life, one chance. Don't waste it being busy. Be effective. Take control of your time. And I promise you, you'll take control of your life.